Hello. I'm here now. Hold on, I'm closing out of Steam before I forget, and we have any problematic issues like the time before. Hey, so I've had a lot kind of go on between last stream and I forgot I have to kind of like try to hide the hold on, let me adjust my little PNG guide too as well. Doing a lot of beginning of stream maintenance unexpectedly. Hold on. I had a problem where like my little PNG he was speaking whenever he shouldn't have been speaking. And you know, I didn't mean to do that. I really did not want to just have like random. Hold on, I need to close my blinds. I can't see the screen at all. This is the life. I like the blinds open whenever it's like nice and sunny outside. It does just make you feel better, even whenever like you could spend most of your day inside, and I do believe to an extent of like obviously not like a full Teletubbies world where like stepping outside, you look up, there's the big smile in the sun, and the eyes are sparkling, and it's like, oh, life has graced itself upon the globe, and all your worries are washed away. That's it's not as simple as, I mean, sometimes it feels like that whenever you're camping though, but like I'm not camping right now. In the day-to-day life, that's just not how it works. Especially if I feel like I lean more towards a night owl kind of feel. So then it honestly, I've realized that it becomes more difficult to wake up whenever it is pitch black outside versus whenever like the sun's out. I said that backwards. It's more difficult to wake up for me whenever the sun's already up or whenever it's just starting to rise versus whenever it's dark outside. Whenever it's dark outside, I feel like I just get up energized pretty naturally, other than like my sense kind of saying like, hey, you shouldn't do that. That's not a normal human thing to do. A normal human thing to do would be to get up as the sun's coming up because you need the sun and all that kind of fun normal stuff. But I feel like that sense has kind of like held me back, like legitimately just being concerned with like, oh well, it's not normal to get up at 4 a.m. Well, no, that's too normal. I had a boss that would talk about going to bed at like 8 p.m. and waking up at like 3 or 4 to go ahead and walk his dog. But I guess that's more kind of just like old man flavored than I would like to be. But I think it's easier to wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning versus like a 5 or 6 whenever the sun is giving itself to you. Although now that it is like daylight savings times, I'm sorry that I have to remind anybody, it's not really bright out whenever it's 6 a.m. anymore, and that doesn't really make it any easier. I guess it's just whenever your circadian rhythm or whatever is set to go off. I know that like generally, and I'm honestly kind of curious about this, because you would think that the circadian, is it with an R or is it just like straight through? That's one of my like unknowns. Circadian, because cicadas are just like they're making they don't make that noise, but I don't know how to replicate it. It's like a rattling of bones. Circadian, thank you. They're more like just the constant of the summer sound. The circadian rhythm, I feel like, would be based off of, and maybe this goes back to Neanderthal pilgrim times, but like I don't know if they were actually living in caves or not. If they're living in caves, then they probably wouldn't get much sunlight, right? No, they weren't living in caves. That would be stupid. Why do we call them cavemen then? Or cavemen? Well, they had the drawings. I don't know if they stayed there. I guess caves would be relatively safe from things. Maybe if they were living with big dinosaurs. I know that like I think people come from like the Neanderthals, right? But were the Neanderthals alive whenever the dinosaurs were alive? Because I think like there were some mammals, and at this point I am just kind of retreading some territory based off of what I read in a interview in Death Stranding. There were some mammals alive whenever the dinosaurs were alive, and we came from like some of those mammals, but were they like Neanderthal Homo sapien mammals? Or were they just like what could pass as a mammal? It had like two little feet, and then maybe it had like a head. Maybe it looked like the Amogus or like the Schnoz from Berserk. I don't fully understand the origin. Or well, I guess everybody says like the monkeys. It could have just been the monkeys, and I'm not talking about the British band. But honestly, like I don't. What was I talking about? Something about the circadian rhythm. But either way, it feels way easier to wake up at 1 to 2 a.m., maybe even 10, 11 p.m. The previous day than it does a 5 or 6 a.m. And I think I was holding myself back, especially in like the zone that I'm in right now, where I could have just like allowed myself to go to bed whatever time I want, because right now we're full unemployment. It's the streamer way. We're full unemployment. So I technically am not limited by like what time I have to wake up, other than just trying to hit a benign schedule, because that's what like I was supposed to do. And because like at one point I would have woken up at 6 a.m. for Saturday morning cartoons. Like this is built in early. Like, oh, you have to go to school. You have to go to school whenever your parents are at work. That way the overlap kind of takes care of everything so that the parents can do their thing without having to worry about you killing yourself or someone else. And then you come back home on the weekend. Okay, you don't want to break that schedule. You still have school to go to on Monday. So then they have Saturday morning cartoons. That way you wake up at 6 a.m. This is the circadian rhythm propaganda that holds you within the bounds and shackles of the systematic schedule that has been made for you. And then by the time you get out of school, maybe you get to college. In college, you realize that all of a sudden waking up for your like morning classes is so much harder than waking up for like any point of schooling ever. In high school, you might have done sports or whatever, had to wake up at 4 a.m. Completely doable. You would do it off of 2 to 3 hours of sleep. All of a sudden, you get to college. You have one 8 a.m. class. Oh, I have to wake up by 7 so I can take a shower and make the 10-minute walk over to the building that it's going to take place at. Completely impossible. Get there late by like 20 minutes or dead sprinting all the way to class every single day because for whatever reason you think the schedule still matters a little bit before you become completely desensitized to it and realize that it's probably fine if you show up 5 minutes late. But it's something that you should have realized way sooner, and it was highly embarrassing whenever you showed up sweating and out of breath. Not speaking from experience. And then, you know, you finally take like some 10 a.m.s instead of 8 a.m.s. You push that schedule forward a little bit. Then all of a sudden, like, you're free. Home free unless you have a job that requires the early morning. But I feel like that would almost, and I am speaking from experience. Going back to a 6 a.m. schedule whenever, like after college, whenever you're making money off of it, whatever, it's way easier. And for whatever reason, getting less sleep becomes more doable again. I don't know what's happening in college, but whenever you're in college, it feels like the 2 hours of sleep, unless you have like something due, is this incredulous, I don't even know if that's the right word, incredulous barrier that is completely destroying any possibility you have of doing like anything that day. You go to the class, you come back, you sleep for like 8 more hours. You kind of become like a bear in college. And then before that, you can get your freak 4 hours of sleep. After that, you can get your freak 4 hours of sleep. Not every day though. Body is aging and all that, and it does need its nap time. But like freak schedules become more possible. And then whenever you are like between work, unemployed, there is literally no reason to hold on to that schedule, but I think people just do it. And I realize like my natural state, whenever I have nothing going on other than like these little appointments here and there, my natural state is to just let that thing rotate. It becomes this fluid cycle where like the clock, we start at like, okay, wake up at 6 a.m. Oh, maybe the next day we'll wake up at 12 p.m. in afternoon. We've jumped ahead by 6 hours. That's okay. The next day, all of a sudden, we're at 2 p.m. And then before we know it, I'm waking up at 10 p.m. And then the cycle repeats itself as there's like certain things that I want to do in the day. Essentially, like I think the timing of the awakeness becomes like a increase of the hours in the day kind of thing, where I am awake, like normally it would be sleep 8 hours, awake 16 hours. That's your ideal balance, right? 24 hours in a day. In this case, it becomes sleep maybe 10 hours, awake for 20 hours. And so now, just with that alone, I've increased the amount of daytime that exists within one single day by 10 hours. My days are longer than yours. I get to experience more life. And I think this would be like the ideal way going forward. Because there's just something about being able to have that flexible schedule. Can you imagine just like... I think this is part of the joy of like what work from home would have offered for a lot of people. May it rest in peace. Is that you wake up, do the work whenever you want. Maybe you have a meeting here and there, but as long as you get the work done, it doesn't really matter within like the certain amount of time. So you get your work done. All of a sudden, your schedule's so much more fluid. And you're moving just like a completely different being. The sun is not your dictator anymore. The sun is not your king. You are your own king, and you decide the hours. And that's a beautiful thing that I think has been robbed from many people with the return to office. And I'm incredibly sorry to hear about that. But either way, I'm back after not streaming at all last week. I had a very interesting week where basically what happened is my parents, all of a sudden, they are moving, and I wanted to visit the childhood home before it's gone forever. And also, my parents needed help moving a lot of the stuff. They bought a storage container just to house the things for the time being until the whole thing is closed and everything, and they can put everything where it needs to go. But I got there, my dad asked me to stay an extra day, stay Monday, and I said sure, why not. Monday comes around, I realize that I kind of don't want to drive back, and I could help him some more the next day, so I stay the next day. And then I realized, oh, Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm playing that. It deleted my hard drive from my thing. Konbanwa. Welcome, Hayo. Kyou wa Silent Hill 2 shimasu. 久しぶり。はい、久しぶり。Silent Hill 2しますか？すみません。ゲームの言葉 えわかりません。でも、uh, I'll try. Yes. Uh, did you Silent Hill 2 remake? Did you play remake? Uh, what's before? Last year, 星の前に、Silent Hill 2 remake をします。このゲームは大好きです。そして、original したい。I really like the original so far as well. You played Silent Hill 2 remake? I loved remake. Remake was like horror game of the year for me, probably. It was probably game of the year for me, to be honest, which feels insane to say. I kind of doubted it. Silent Hill 2 remake は星一番いいゲームと思います。Out of like the horror games, it did so good. Every section had me feel so tense that it was hard to it was hard to like get that feeling in any other game, especially whenever you get into like the hospital and whatnot. They add the nurse enemies. Every corner kind of feels dangerous, and that's one difference that I'm feeling between the original and the remake, is that the remake had pretty sparse resources. The resources were hard to come by, and there were a lot more enemies, and the enemies were harder to fight, and I think most of the time it was harder to get them to go down as well. Where in the original, it feels like I have more of an abundance of resources, where like oops, and because of that, a lot of the encounters are a lot easier, like Silent Hill 2 remake. Have you played the original? Jack Davis. He has attempted suicide 3 times in the past for reasons unknown. Although he is normally a model patient who follows doctors' and nurses' orders, he must be watched closely due to his past pattern of sudden and violent suicide attempts. Joseph Barkin. His illness seems to be rooted in the fact that he believes he is guilty of causing his daughter's death. His symptoms suggest a psychotic break and paranoid delusions, normally calm but has a tendency towards violence when excited. Joshua Lewis. History of hospitalization, as well as numerous assault, battery, and other violent offenses. He has a strong persecution complex and a tendency to solve things through violence. Extreme caution necessary. That's calming. But like I was saying, like in this game, I have like so much ammo, ton of bullets for the gun. The first, I have like a lot of healing still, which feels great, to be honest. I was kind of rolling through. I got cocky, confident. I was rolling through a lot of the health drinks and stuff whenever I really shouldn't have. But you know, what can you do? はいよ。最近 mouth washing 配信する。配信しますかmouthwashing 好きですか? Oh, you streamed it. I played it just on my own. I don't think I will stream it, just because like I had already played it, and I'm hoping that the original will kind of cover my want to stream it. I think it was one of those games. I'm happy that I was able to play it off stream, just because that way I could like fully get into the vibe of it and like how intense that game was. The hospital, whenever the hospital got like crazy intense, that's like one of the longest sections of the game, but it also feels like one of the weirdest. And I assume that this one probably isn't going to... I forgot that the map is on a different button. I'm used to the remake controls. I finally played remake again and got the leave ending. I had gotten in water before, so I finally got like the better ending of the two. Played mouthwashing. Ooh, did you like it? I want to get that game. I want to play that game, but I haven't had the chance to buy it yet. I've heard good things about it. Something is written on it. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven like him to the other side. The other side perhaps may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there is no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. Some say it isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher or even a psychiatrist. But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind. But to him, there simply is no other reality. Furthermore, he is happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing him must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? Something else is written by hand. I got the key from Joseph. It's probably the key to that box. And this is the little deja vu moment in the remake as well. I noticed the typewriter in the remake, and I remember thinking like, oh, maybe they had the typewriter saves like Resident Evil in the remake or in the original, but you know, they've got the red squares. I think I picked up on that too, that the red squares are kind of the thing for this game. Where am I? So I'm in the office, which makes sense. I think this is the first room that I ran into in here, so I really have not explored much of anything. So I guess first step of this is going to be clearing just all the opening rooms here. I'm kind of worried about this to where the hospital in the remake was insanely long. It was like the longest part of the game by far. I haven't played the original Silent Hill 2. So far, it's really good. It's a pretty fun experience. If you like playing older games like the PS1, PS2 by now, then I would definitely recommend it. It has its own charm. It's different. It's different, but it has its charm. I mean, look at James. James looks so different compared to a remake, and I had really gotten used to his remake face, where his remake, it feels more like a sympathetic normal guy, and then in the original he looks kind of like a freak, which, I mean, to be fair, he is kind of a freak, so I think they probably did all right by making his face like this. It's also funny in the original, seeing like the original like PS1 walk cycle. There was like a very specific just awkwardness with PS2 games where they had improved how everything looks, but for whatever reason, a lot of the games just did not take the extra step with the animations. And so, and this is like a PS2 to PS3 step, I'm thinking of like Kiryu from Yakuza like 2 jumping to Yakuza 3 and seeing like, oh, the newer graphics, but like Kiryu has a super wide posture. In his walk cycle, he's like throwing his arms in circles, windmilling, getting around everywhere. Maybe it makes him a little bit more aerodynamic. I'm really not sure. It feels difficult. Are you talking about the remake or the original? Oh, this would be the staircase. Maybe I should try going for the... Okay, I did try the day room. I'll try exam room before I go anywhere else. Can't open it. It's locked. I need to turn the audio up on my end. I feel like it's an awkward balance for streaming to where I want to talk, but I also really want to listen to oh, and this was the thing blocked off here. Can I go through here? No. I'm guessing I can't, yeah. Can't get anywhere here. Japanese Ryuga Gotaku? Yes. Ryuga Gotaku 大好きです。でも Ryuga Gotaku 8しません。でもしたい。I guess I should try the basement first. 日本の旅行時、龍が如く8ガイドブック、買います。そして、龍が如く8をするとき、私は、勉強します。Oh, this is bad. How do I fight in this game? That's right, okay. We're okay. I forget James is kind of like locked in place with this. Yeah, I haven't talked about that much, but I talked about it briefly. I went to Japan in December, right around New Year's. It was, oh man, a lot of fun. Oh no. Please stop. It's insane. The reach on this pole. I guess that's the benefit of Am I getting attacked by those? Is that hurting? It is. I didn't even realize. It just felt like I was barely getting shoved. I went to Japan in December. December and January I was there. I was there for 2 weeks. 2週間. 正月時. And it was a lot of fun. It was difficult getting around. Sometimes with the with how poor my Japanese is, but everybody was super nice, super accommodating. I met some really funny people there, where like some of the conversations were pretty funny. Oh, I can move with this. Okay. I'm glad that I've finally learned how to stomp. But whenever I went to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and Kinosaki. I stayed in a ryokan in Kinosaki, or outside of Kinosaki. But I got like super sick whenever I was there, which was really unfortunate. So I really couldn't enjoy anything that was there. But Tokyo was incredible. Osaka, I enjoyed myself, but I was sick for most of Kyoto, so I wasn't really able to make much of the experience there. Hold on. Poster? The locker won't open. Shame. Something inside the pocket of the white lab jacket at the exam room key. Nice. That looks incredibly grabbable. There's a magazine here that won't do me any good right now. No, James! Don't jork it in the exam room. Or is this the locker room? What is that? The men's locker room. Well, whatever. Whatever, you're in your crazy, psychotic mind zone. Don't jork it wherever you are. Oh, cutscene for this?
Ow.
What's wrong?
I just pricked myself.
Are you okay?
In the bear.
Yeah.
I kind of like Maria's voice a lot in this game. She sounds surreal. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but it sounds uncomfortable the way that she talks. There's a shotgun in the locker. Got a shotgun. No ammo for the shotgun, please. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have any ammo for it. I'm kind of surprised. I felt like I had gotten a ton of ammo before I even got the shotgun in Remake. But the hospital overall is like so much darker than it was in the Remake, I feel like, anyway. I guess it was pretty dark at certain spots. It just feels more decrepit. Please don't turn me around. Can't open it? Okay. That's fine with me. I didn't want to open it anyway. We'll check the exam room area. Is this the right way? Not even close, but we can just turn around. Shotgun is strong. True. For now, I think I'm going to try to use it as little as possible since the spear is so powerful. Before we had a simple sword. We've moved forward in the time periods. Just from our little short sword to now we have a spear. Maybe we'll be able to take down entire kingdoms with this. This was like a whole technological advancement for some people. Obviously locked, okay. I don't know what's coming towards me. Nurse. I mean, I might as well try the shotgun. Want to study English? That's a good... It's a fun thing to just learn another language. It's hard to stick to it, in my experience anyway, but I'm super lazy. But it's a lot of fun to be able to get further along with it and communicate with people. I think that cross, like, communication space is one of the most fun parts of it. Like, I have super broken Japanese. Your English is better than my Japanese, but like there's still a level of communication there, right? Where we end. The door's open. Okay, I'm just gonna stomp on you real fast. The shotgun is insane. I'm one-shotting these characters. Please teach you English. I can try. I used to teach English, like actually. Legitimately used to, but that was for like English American students, so oh my god, slightly different. Communication okay? Yes. Communication more than okay. Communication great. Let's go M2. Oh, we're able to go into more of these than I expected. To be completely honest. Lapis eye key. There's a lot of different little ammo types, and I don't know what... Or not ammo types. A lot of different keys. I feel like I've entered a Resident Evil game. You have the spade key, the clove key. Go use them on their corresponding doors. The lapis eye. I don't know what that would even look like. It can be pretty hard to learn when you're lazy, but if you constantly expose yourself to it, it helps a lot when you do want to learn. That's true too. I mean, and it becomes less work generally, like the more you expose yourself to it, right? Because I remember like my Japanese used to be better. I fell off of it pretty hard. But whenever I was consistently studying, jump scare. I remember the moment of like first comprehending something in Japanese So instead of like translating it in my head from Japanese to English, I had the whole experience of just understanding it like as it came out, like the words of saying like the, you know what the means in English. I understood what was being said just completely in the sentence there. Oh, more typewriters. There's a typewriter here. I've got no use for this. Wait a minute, what's this? There's a sheet of carbon paper still stuck in the typewriter. I can still read the imprint left on it. I know it, the secret. I'll give them something to deal with. This demon shelter is of no use anymore. He isn't my instrument. He must follow my orders. Yes, the box will be useless. Now I must not forget it. 1126, that's good. He is the lowest now. I too will be free and he will serve me. I am a genius. No one can stop me. One can stop me. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. No. That is so true. I was thinking the same thing. You are a genius. I took a picture of that real fast. That way I wouldn't have to... That's one thing that I will miss from the remake, is the second that James got some useful information, he was jotting it down. He had full understanding of what needed to be done and what was important. I just don't like seeing her face squished up against mine the whole time. Just understanding what's being said without needing to translate it to your native language is such a great feeling. It is. And I I remember feeling like the dopamine rush of like, oh my god, I understood that without having to like translate it, and thinking like this is one of the best feelings that I've had in a minute. And then like the next day I stopped. And so like as soon as I got that experience, I stopped studying and I fell off of it, which I still feel pretty bad about. Go ahead. Try to come close to me. They lifted up quicker than I expected. I don't know if I'll get punished for a bunch of killing guys in this one. To be fair, like in Silent Hill 2 Remake, whenever I was trying to get the leave ending, Oh, didn't I kill you? No, that was a different one, huh? Whenever I was trying to get the leave ending, I used the chainsaw on New Game Plus, which means literally like every single enemy was getting slaughtered, and I got that ending just fine. I think sometimes it might just come to... Speaking of, I love my wife. I love my wife. Mary, I love my wife. 日本語でごめんなさい。みんなの言ってることをなんとなくで読めています。言ってることがなんとなくわかります。Hold on, there's some grammar stuff that I don't understand. I don't know what なんとなく means. I'm gonna look that up real fast. Or even easier for now, I'll just slot it into some Google Translate, and then probably look this up later on what exactly the parts are. I have the Yomi-chan extension installed, so like every time I highlight some Japanese, you can read what everyone is saying, and you can understand what they're saying. Oh, very good. That's awesome. But I guess there's like a nantonaku is feeling. So you feel like you can read what everyone's saying and understand what they're saying. Nantonaku wakarimasu. So iteru koto ga nantonaku. So you understand like the feeling of what's being said? Because then it's like, oh, the feeling is understood, right? I get it. I think I get it. I'm honestly like happy enough that I can even like read some of the kanji and whatnot still. I thought I would have like completely devolved. I need to remove, I've fallen back on saying like a lot as a filler word. I feel like, and that's not a filler word, like that's a normal like. I feel like I had kind of expelled it from my vocabulary for a good long while, because I remember going through the process of trying to remove all like I said it again, all and likes and those kinds of things, just because it feels good to not have to use them. But then after a while, I really fell back into it. That surprised me, seeing you read so well after hearing you say you fell off. The problem is that I feel like, thank you by the way, I feel like reading I can do decently well, but understanding is a completely different story. Where like I could read through that pretty clearly, I think, but knowing what each piece means whenever it's all like slammed together felt impossible to me, especially since there's like words in there that I just didn't understand fully, right? There are medical records on the desk, nothing interesting. Then what am I here for, man? I guess to go in here. Where am I? Doctor's lounge. Okay. Demo Eigo ga wakaranai to kimeru. Kiaru? Kiaru. What does kiaru mean? Or, tokiaru. Wakaranai tokiaru. Right? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar. Wakaranai tokiaru. So, there are times that you can't understand English? Is that what you're saying? Tokiaru. Is it one word then? Oh, hold on. We're looking up Tokiaru. Oh, I think it is times. There are times where you can't understand English. The pin number this month, I guess that's natural though, right? Where like, at least for me, I remember Nihon de takusan hanashi toki watashi wa takusan hanashimasu. Demo nan to naku wakarimasen. I have no idea if that made sense, but there were like a lot of times in Japan where I was speaking to people, I would start conversations, and then they would start responding, and they would talk so fast. Takusan hito hayai hanashi, soshite muzukashii. The pin number this month is T. Last month it was X, and before that it was Z. What are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. So the pin number this month is T. Last month it was X. Before that it was Z. So XYZ, QRS, T, U, V, X, UV, X. So then that's 3. So 4 before T. Q, R, S, T. So is it Q? LMNO, P, Q. It's either P or Q. Anyway, does the door to the patient wing really need to have its combination changed this often? P. So I'm gonna take a picture of this real fast. I feel like it's gonna that other one is going to be P. Maybe I'm recognizing a completely made up pattern here, but I think I'm probably right. There's a memo hanging on the refrigerator. Food only. Do not store drugs. Good idea. Would you like some acetaminophen with your... that's just Tylenol with your sandwich. I mean, that's not really dramatic at all. Can somebody give me like some hospital IV bag names or something? So that was what room was that trying to get me to go to? So there's a safe or a door somewhere. I just honestly have literally no idea where that is. Oh wait, there's a door right here. I just didn't go through it. There's a door to the patient wing. Patient wing, okay. That makes things easier. Maybe you can sip on blood instead of apple juice. Now it's unlocked. Patient wing. Is that this? No. I don't think so. Can I go up at all? In the maps? Can I change the map? It would be great if I could. It would make things way easier. I feel like even though the like stick controls make way more sense on this game than they do in like Resident Evil whenever you're playing tank controls, it feels wrong to try to do that. I don't understand what you're speaking so speedy. Yeah, exactly. It's difficult because like I know that for some people they come through, like they'll come to a place and they'll understand just fine despite the speed, but like I just definitely was not at that point yet. But if I was and it was just like, oh, let's speak incredibly slow, it would feel so bad. Japanese too. Oh no. My pronunciation is probably like terrible, so that can't help. Where is the patient wing? Watashi no Nihongo wa totemo taihen. Storeroom. Is this the patient? The next floor. Oh, is this all on the same map? Or I guess floors 2, 3, 4 are all the same map? Oh. Oh, what is this? I need the camera to stay forward. Okay, I think there's one like immediately behind me or literally in front of me. Okay, perfect. Taken down with ease. The spear has been an incredible addition to my arsenal. It really is going to take down entire castles. Just like the pizza cutter being an excellent addition to the arsenal of the kitchen. It's like the lock is broken. Of course it is. Of course it is. It can never work. Did I pass a door? It was pretty easy. It was. The combat, this is just like true of the older Silent Hills. I expected the game to be a little bit more tough because of how remake was, but honestly, Silent Hill 1, it had its moments where I kind of struggled with it just because like so many enemies, like some of the enemies were quick. They were flying around, and you would have to, like, actually try to dodge them. But in this game, they just stand in hallways. In that game, once you got the sledgehammer, you became God. What? Is this supposed to only be like 2? Oh, what the... So the pin number this month is T. Last month it was X. And before that it was Z. That's not 1126. Let's try 1126 before we try anything. Oh, no, I understand. So 26. So what are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. So would it be A, just 11111? Maybe not. It's not even giving me like feedback on this. 1126. Does it go like up by like 1 2 2 6? No, I wouldn't think so. 2 1 1 1. But it jumps back, right? This month is T. Oh, wait. No, I'm stupid. So Q. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to, like, look up a kindergartner's, like, chart. ABC's chart. And see if this gives me anything. I just need the numbers. Numbers. Well, now it's just giving me... Hold on. We might have found it. Almost. Unfortunately, some of these are not free. Oh, here we are. Let me get out the Microsoft Paint. Just so that you know, that becomes usable for everyone. Let me grab here. Pretty... Oh, you can hear my Japanese? Oh, yes. My very brief Japanese use. And my English is easy to understand. I'm glad. I do try to speak somewhat clearly, but this is a weird thing for me, where like a lot of the time, I feel like I struggle to speak slowly, where I want to speed through so much that it ends up becoming like a thing, sometimes confusing for me. Here's our chart. So Q is number 17. So, according to the pattern, 1117 should be it, right? Because Z is 26. Maybe I got it wrong. Is it T? I'm gonna retry 1116. Because the other one is 1126. Yeah? So it should only be... It should be any one of these. 817? Maybe it's 1115? I'll try resetting it and go for 1115. I feel stupid right now. I've got this kindergartner's chart up on my left. I can't figure out how to count, and I don't know what I'm doing. Especially in our generation of fast speakers, it's hard to speak slow sometimes. Is that a generational thing? Really? I guess I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like I had to work up to the speed. Like, at one point, I thought that it would be good to speak fast, and I don't know what brought this on, but at some point I just decided that I would start speaking faster, and then it kept going faster generally until I kind of ended up at the speed that I'm at now, to where I can talk like this. Now, in day-to-day conversation, I don't think I'm going as fast as I am like whenever I'm speaking on stream to myself. But whenever I'm speaking to myself, it feels more like I'm filling some air. And so I want to be done with it like in my mind as quick as possible. So then I end up going way faster than what I would normally. I don't think I speak this fast normally. I really don't. And I think it would be a problem if I did. That's weird, though. I wonder, is this like an evolutionary thing? Maybe it ties back to that time thing that I was talking about earlier. We're adding more hours into our day, slowly, incrementally, being more efficient. That way you can get to the things that you love and get to deeper topics at the same time by speaking as fast as you possibly can. So all the slow talkers died off, and so they're still talking like this, reflecting, savoring on every little word that you say. It all has meaning. It's all chosen for a reason. But that method doesn't live up to the fast-paced world of today. We have like the internet, and everybody has access to every piece of information ever put out into the world, the literal Library of Alexandria within our little pockets, right? We have things to do, and so you have to cut out some of that time so that we can be more efficient beings, and you get 37 hours in the day instead of just 30 by including your work from home. A lot of older folks have told me that people speak so fast nowadays that they find it hard to understand sometimes. I get that. I'm not saying that I doubt them, but at the same time, like, they're old. I'd probably start understanding less fast talkers too whenever I'm like 84, you know? I'm not trying to say that as a slight against them, but maybe the language hasn't gotten that much faster. Maybe they're just being left behind. I'm sorry. I have no idea what this code is supposed to be, nor what this door is even supposed to take me to. Let me get the mouse out of the way. That's so annoying. But no, this has to be that code. There's literally nothing else. That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Maybe it's not 4 numbers, but then like whenever you just click a whole ton of things, it doesn't tell you that you're wrong. It doesn't sound like it makes a different noise cue either, which is really making me struggle. What are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Last month it was Z, 1126. That's Z. What does 11 have to do with it? Is 11... 11 would be K, KZ. Last month it was X. So maybe that went back 2 paces. So maybe that one goes back 2 paces as well. So it would be 0924. T from X goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4. Oh, maybe it's 8 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be easier with math. So 1, 1, 1, 2. I think I hit 1, 1, 2 many times. 1, 1, 1, 2. Sorry you sleep. Have a good night, Io. Have a good night. I understand it's actually probably an insane hour in Japan right now, right? Probably like, what is it, like 4 a.m. over there? Slowly, constantly getting left behind. You too, Hayo. Have a good sleep. It was fun seeing you in chat. I'll have to see if I can use some of the Japanese in one of your chats at some point. I usually end up just lurking because I'm scared. Oyasumi. Slowly, constantly getting left. But it's a scary thing to think about. I hope like that. I mean, everybody hopes for the pleasant like sleep death, but sometimes I think about it. So back by 2, then by 4, and then 2, 4, and then by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, I have to be stupid. There's something like obvious that I'm missing here. I just honestly don't know what it. You keep scaring me. Can I like? I think I shot her. I don't know if I can stab her. I don't want to find out. Last time I did that, I shouldn't even be thinking. I'm sorry, Maria. I'm sorry. I would never stab you, but I did accidentally shoot you to death the one time. So I hope you'll forgive me. Let's see. I guess I can just try the roof. Never mind. Never mind. It was foolish of me to even assume so. My bad. You're standing in the middle of the stairway. What would you expect? So this is my only shot. So I need to piece together one TXZ and 1126 mean. Must not forget 1126. He's the lowest. No one can stop me. Yep. I'm a genius. You are. Maybe it's spelling something? But I just figured that it would be 4. What are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Last month, before that. Last month it was X. Before that it was Z. Unless it's like flip the other way. No, I don't think that's it either. But oh, I completely I was speaking at the beginning of stream about why there wasn't stream, but Monster Hunter Wilds deleted my hard drive from my system. It also deleted my save, so I had to restart Monster Hunter Wilds. Thankfully, I did beat low rank. I have not gotten through high rank yet. It is so fun. The unfortunate part is that Wilds, it definitely has its problems, but I want it to be my favorite Monster Hunter so bad because the hunting horn feels so good. Where like World's hunting horn was great. It was my favoriteest thing ever for a long time. Rise came out, and they turned the hunting horn into a different weapon. All of a sudden it was about breakdancing and you weren't actually doing anything about your resources. And I didn't even really get to play my songs. It kind of just did that on its own. And then Wilds came back. It made things like less committal. It made it more beneficial to play your songs. The little bubbles that you place on the ground, the AoE stuff, it felt like a natural build on the stamina bubbles and stuff that you had in World. It was heaven. But then there's like the optimization stuff and some of the health stuff. And either way, I just need more of the game to come out. That way I can justify and confidently say that it's like my favorite Monster Hunter just for that, just for the gameplay. It did delete my hard drive. I turned off my computer, turned it back on the hard. I was scared like that everything on my hard drive was going to be gone, and that would have included Silent Hill 2 and the saves for that. So that would have been horrible and annoying. I don't know if I would have started that back up or not, just based off of how that would have gone. Honestly, it would not have taken me very long just to speed back up to the hospital. I probably could have done that on my own time. So, you know what? The safety of the Silent Hill 2 stream was probably guaranteed, especially since I do like Silent Hill 2. But I was afraid that everything was gone. I remember unplugging my hard drive, plugging it back in. Some of my friends thought that the hard drive was probably dying. knew in my heart of hearts that that was not the case. It wasn't making any strange noises, no slowdowns. Everything was completely fine as far as like normal operations go. So if that thing was gone on me, it would have killed me. And it's a big hard drive, 4 terabytes of storage, all just gone. Having to re-download all that would have been horrific. Although I guess I could have taken the opportunity to upgrade to like an even bigger drive. But I got it fixed, started a new save, because I had to go through hell to try to recover my save, and it just was not happening. Even the cloud saves that Steam has were corrupted. Genuinely believe that it was probably done by Capcom's anti-tamper thing, because that based off of what other people were saying, it was like messing with other people's saves as well. So be careful. But it deleted itself in the middle of my new save as well. Thankfully, the save was not corrupted, so I was able to just continue off of the new save. I moved Steam, though, to my SSD, so I have way less space on my SSD. For whatever reason, it was removing the hard drive, and Steam was on the hard drive. So whenever I moved Steam off of the hard drive onto the SSD, this was my biggest fear, is that my SSD was going to be vored into the ether. And thankfully it ended up being safe. For whatever reason, Steam and Monster Hunter Wilds decided that my SSD was fine. And ever since then, my hard drive has not deleted itself. So I'm pretty confident that Monster Hunter was just the cause of the hard drive killing itself repeatedly over and over and over. I have no idea what it was doing to my drive, but it was not good. 4 terabytes would have been a painful loss. It would have been horrible. Your friends have really been enjoying the game, going insane, playing it every day. I get that. I'm in a bit of a break right now. I was in a break after my save was deleted. I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to play it right away again, just because I was so upset. And there's so much walking in the story that I was like, I don't know if I want to go through that. So instead today I played Death Stranding. But I'm done with the low rank storyline. High rank, I know, is supposed to be a little bit more free, to where you're good to go around and hunt whatever. I'm really excited to see some of the new monsters in that. The Guardian monsters were actually a really fun gimmick. I was pretty impressed with some of the decisions all around. I was happy with them, a lot of them anyway. But it's a really fun game, and I do want to play more of it. I've just been in a struggle. I hate to admit it. My Valorant arc has kind of returned. Like every day, not every day, but most days, I've gotten some Valorant matches in, and I think like finally I'm getting like okay. Like my aim is pretty decent. I'm getting more kills than I ever have before in my whole entire life. I'm still negative most of the time, but who's counting? But it feels like I'm at a turnaround moment. My neon gameplay might finally start amounting to something. Maybe it could pull me out of silver. But that's where I've been stuck for like literally forever since I started playing. So maybe I can hit gold. But either way, the deleting of the hard drive was kind of why I didn't stream. And I was still like in my hometown, and I was like, you know what? It's the middle of the week. My computer doesn't work right. I'm just canceling the streams for the week. So then just decided to do them this week, which I'm probably only going to be able to stream today and tomorrow this week. But next week, I do have plans where I would really like to experiment with some of the multi-streaming, and I want to make more stuff out of like my streams. And by that, I specifically kind of mean shorts and stuff. So like I learned, this is incredible for me. I learned about a feature on OBS where like it's always going, it's always watching. Big Brother is always watching, and by Big Brother I mean OBS replay buffer. But it's not saving any of that to your hard drive, it only saves a set amount of minutes that whenever you hit a key, it makes all of that into like a preset recording. So then you can slap that in your editing software. And I have it set for 5 minutes for just in case. You can slap that into your editing software and then not have to have an entire like 3-hour, 2-hour VOD or whatever installed onto your hard drive, because that feels terrible, to be completely honest with you, and I would not recommend. So I'm trying that. It's just an awkward thing. I have it set for 5 minutes because there's like an awkward balance of, oh, that streamer thinks he cooked with that moment, and then you feel like that awkward forced moment of them like leaning forward and hitting their clip button as they go, that was the funniest thing I've ever said in my entire life. It feels like it's kind of taken you out of it whenever the entire bit feels I mean, I'm not gonna say whenever it feels planned, because obviously, like, whenever you're crafting something, you're making some kind of plan in your head. But whenever it's like pure complete silence before then, and somebody goes Silent Hill 2, more like Silent Hill poo, and then there's like a long pause of silence, and then as they like hit their stream deck key, and they're like, that one's going on the shorts later. It's the cringe compilation. It literally is just the cringe compilation, except they think it's the greatest thing they've ever done in their entire life. And they're not peeking past that moment. And then, like, you know, they upload it. So this feels mean-spirited. I'm going to stop this. It feels mean-spirited. I apologize. But either way, it's just an awkward feeling. And so I have it set for 5 minutes, because most of the time while I'm going, I tend to just say stuff and then I forget about it. So then if it's set to 5 minutes, then afterwards I can like forget about it for 2 minutes. And then if I realize like, oh, that seems like at least usable, then I can hit the little arrow, and then the clip from 5 minutes ago is saved forever, and I don't have to worry about hitting it as fast as I possibly can. That sounds very targeted. I apologize. But you understand? Well, I guess I'm glad that at least there's some kind of silver lining there. Or else it honestly would have just sounded like a psychopathic rant for literally no reason. But, you know, I guess that probably would not be the first psychopathic rant that I have ever made in my entire life, or on the stream. I feel like there's been plenty to go around, just like what this is about to make me scream and cry about on this game, because I don't know what it's asking me for. 1126. This month is T. I am so stupid. What are they going to do next month? What if it's just asking for T? Wait, no, that's not it, because there's no 0. T is 20. It can't be T. Wait. So if I don't have 0, then maybe the best option for me is to just go one at a time. 1119. But he says that's all that can be expressed with, that's all they can express with 4 numbers. How is that true? It's 1126. 1126 is the pin code. And so it's just 11 with a 26 at the front. Z is 26. God, man. 26. So then X should be 1124. And then T should be 1120. With 4 numbers. Is there a common number? 262420? 2640. 2640. So maybe well, there's 4 numbers in there. 2640. But obviously we can't use 0. 0 doesn't count. It's bound to happen when you go on tangents. I guess so. I guess it probably is. That's the streamer mindset. Let the spice flow. Paul Modip Atreides. The spice is filth pouring directly from your mouth hole. Your oral area. I'm not. I feel too stupid for this. We might be pulling up the GameFAQs article. I hate to say it, but we might be pulling up the GameFAQs article. I feel like I've missed something. Is there a downstairs area that I didn't go to? I feel like there's a downstairs area. You have a way with words? Thank you. I try to be the best orator that I possibly can be. That's what I was talking about with like the speed and everything. You have to have speed. There's no downstairs. You have to have speed, but you also have to have clarity. Clarity is oft overlooked, but just as important. So there is nothing here. We've been to the exam room that got us into the doctor's lounge, which then gave us... Hold on. I have not been to the women's restroom. That very well could be the answer. I doubt it, but for the shot. I'm pressing the buttons, but the elevator doesn't move. Is this the... No. Sorry. I'm too good-natured to try it, apparently, because I keep missing it. But it's been done. It's been done. Okay. Let's check the doctor's lounge note one more time. Maybe I've missed a detail. Please. 4 numbers. Anyway, does the door to the patient wing really need to have its combination changed this often? So no, I have not missed anything in here. The locker's lock is broken. I know. Where was the other note at? Was it over here? Nothing helpful? No? Okay. I wasn't interested anyway. It was the room with the blue typewriter. That wasn't the exam room. The exam room's where we came from. I think we save. I've killed every single enemy within the entire hospital. And I would really like to not risk that. With Joseph Barkin. Straight up barking. Woof woof. I have to be missing a detail. This looks clean. Nothing of particular interest. No, I didn't figure either. Personally, I knew that. Document room. There was one here. Potential for this illness. Yup. Unreality. I had taken the key from there. I think it was on the second floor is where the, Forgive me, Maria, for I continue to smash my head directly into yours. The day room does not seem to exist. Where are stairs at? They're over here. Over here to the right. After the door crossing. It's like whenever George Washington crossed that river. I'm kind of fighting for my freedom in my own way. Trying to get to a pharmacy that doesn't want to let me in. Eyes? Are those eyes like helpful eyes? Like I missed something important eyes? Are they clever eyes? Women's locker room. Was it in the women's? No. The shotgun was in the women's. And where I pricked myself. Did I even, like, grab that? Hold on. Lapis eye key. Combine. Can I come? Rusty Vent Needle is stuck in the stuffed animal in the locker room. Just observing your words with my eyeballs? Oh. I hope they've revealed something to you. Something special. Purple bool is drawn on it. It was on the desk in the document room. I don't think I can use this thing at all. An eye is carved in the top of the key. The iris part is made of lapis lazuli. Unless it wants me to... This combination doesn't make any sense. It was worth a shot. Purple bull is drawn on it. Okay, I can't use that. I assume that's going to be remake adjacent. They got a football. Go ahead, start tossing the old pigskin in the hospital hallways. I'm sure the men of the hospital were doing that often. Exam room 3, probably. No bathrooms allowed. Have you found wife yet? Only if by wife you mean suspicious apparition of wife, in which case, yes. If you mean wife as in a woman that I had married, the answer is no. Unfortunately. I can't even find my own little comment. Here it is. I know the secret. I'll give them something to deal with. This demon shelter is of no use anymore. 1126, that's good. He is the lowest now. I too will be free and he will serve me. I'm a genius. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. There's literally... Excuse me, I yawned. There's literally nothing of value. Not a single piece. Can't be opened. Was there any documents in here? Just go ahead. Take your random positions. Make me as uncomfortable as you want to, Maria. Your clever wiles will do nothing for me. Nothing to me, rather. Hold on. Is this different? Did I go? I went backwards. How did I go backwards? Get out of my way. Oh, man. Bath. Bath 2. Bath 2. Bless you. Thank you. I need it. Was there nothing of value in here? I'm sure there was something of value. Oh, there's something of value now. Health drink. Don't mind if I do. I was not grabbing those. Damn the sequel. Oh, True Bath. So good they made a second one. This one has jets. Now with jets. Make your back feel good. Sprays and massages. They're kind of like the bath form of a bidet. Gotta stock up on Soylent for your bath. I gotta go. I have all the clues. There's literally, there's nowhere else that a clue could... Excuse me. There's nowhere else that a clue could be. Hold on. What if it's related to the rooms? Special treatment room. I don't think it's related to the rooms. AKA health drink. Oh. What about the back getting sprayed after a massage? Well, if you're into a more intimate massage like that. Personally, I've never even had one. Path 3. I heard that, like, by this point, the sequels were kind of tired out. it doesn't really hold a candle to Bath 2, unfortunately. They got way too ambitious and lost what charm it even did have. Oh man. I don't want to deal with this. Pin number this month is T. Z. That's all they can express with 4 numbers. Maybe it's less than 4. What if it's 3? Like, I would love an O to be at the front, but O's don't exist. Oh, 1984, literally? Hold on. I'm sorry to say. 0420, same problem. 1126, 1125, 1124. 1124 was the code last month. Before that, the code was 1126. We're 2 months ahead, so with T, it should be 1120. But whenever I go backwards from there, there's nothing. There is literally nothing. 2112 11126 11112. Those are jokes, but it could have been real. Oh, I don't know if I might need. I need a lot of help. Is what I need. A lot of help. 11. Must not forget 1126. If the code is just Z, then two it only affects the end. That's all they can. What are they going to do next month? That's all they can express with 4 numbers. But it's just a placeholder 11 at the front. What do you mean? 11, there's 2 of the numbers are the same. 2 of them belong to Z, the 26th letter of the alphabet. In my head, that implies a certain relation to the positions of the letters in the alphabet. So last month, the password was 1124. Follow X. The 24th letter in the alphabet, according to the position of the order of the numbers in the alphabet. That is 2 letters behind Z. Then we have T, which was this month's code. And so naturally, that should be 1120 to correspond with the 20th position of the alphabet, the letter T, which this is now 1, 2, 3, 4 positions behind X, which was 2 positions behind Z. And so either we have a thing where it adds 2, and so either it will be 6 behind, maybe that's part of the problem, 6 behind, so it would either be N is this month's code, or it will be L, as it is doubled for each month that follows. And so, if it is in, it should be 1114. But that is not the case. So, naturally, all that we have remaining is 1, 1, 12. But that's not it either. Where in relation? And maybe the 11 is talking about the cake. Unless we're looking at... No, we can't be looking at names, right? Hold on. We had the names of the guys earlier. Maybe it's related to names. Maybe if we look at... Oh, I'm stupid. Maybe if we relate the names to what we have, maybe they'll connect somehow. Maybe Joseph Barkin, woof woof, really has a hidden T or K in his name. What's with the scary music down here? There's nothing scary about this place anymore. Where am I? That's fine, okay. Take a turn into here. Just head straight to the reception. That's where am I? On the other side. It's not actually connected to the reception. I'm just not very intelligent. Okay, here we are. Nothing inside, no kidding. Jack Davis. Okay. Joseph Barkin. Sure thing. Joshua Lewis. Alright. Completely unrelated. Completely and totally unrelated, in fact. I've continued to waste time. This looks like I should be able to just start grabbing pills and shoving them into James' pockets as far as they can reach. But unfortunately, I'm being held back. What did, hold on. Did I ever retry any of these doors? One of these was just locked. Maybe it's this one. It's locked. Well, it was worth a go. Basement? How do I get to the basement? Oh, probably the elevator. Electrical room, but don't I need stairs to get the electrical room, to get the basement going? Oh, more stairs over here once I get to the garden. I understand. It's all starting to feel kind of familiar to the remake, at least, other than this puzzle. Thank God they didn't have this puzzle in the remake. This is actually going to be the entirety of this stream. We might be pulling up the game facts here soon, because I'm kind of sleep deprived. I woke up at 10 p.m. and I have not been back to sleep since. So speaking of like, oh, I've been freed from my schedule, I don't think it was actually true. I don't think I've been freed. I think I've been locked in the position, unfortunately, of my own personal made hell. This is my Silent Hill. Slight delirium while trying to solve a puzzle that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna game fax it. Oh goodness, comrade, you might need some rest. Yeah. I think as soon as this stream ends, I'm going to sleep, and then I'm waking up at 10 p.m. again, and oh, no. I put some black bean soup in the crock pot this morning. And so I think by the time I finish stream, 6 hours, I think it'll be done. Set that thing to warm. Probably leave it there until I wake up and then eat it. To be completely honest with you, what's this one? The patient wing? I'm looking up the game facts. Patient wing Puzzle. What? Playing through on, I can't figure out. I have the whiteboard memo. This month's combination is TXZ. 4 digits, so I'm trying in the shape of TX. The numbers you input should take the shape of a T. That's horrific. The 26 is completely unrelated? I just have to have it be the shape of a T? Are you serious? And then why even tell me what the worry about next month? 2, 3, 5, 8. Oh. How do you make a capital T in this economy with 4 numbers? It doesn't even give me like a little litten up example. I feel like I've been taken down a completely benign loop. I just tried the same code like 3 times. What is wrong with me? The shape of a T. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1126. What does 1126 mean? What is that? Is that like its own thing? It's okay, you'll get through it. Well, we hope so. Maybe it's about the order that you press them in, rather than just the T. Hold on. What does it even mean? So it all has to be 4 digits. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I have an idea. The Peanuts formation. That didn't work. Because if I were to draw an X, I would do that, and that's 4. But and then if I were to do a Z, I would like do that. Looks like a Z to me. But if I were to do 1, 2, 3, that, I've got to be missing something. What if it's about the N? No? Okay. I don't understand. One 3125. So this guy says to think about how you draw the letter T in uppercase and apply it to the numbers on the keypad. 8, 2, 8, 3, 1. What do I draw first? I go 1 to 3, 2 to 8. 1, 3, 2, 8. Oh. And the guy at the bottom of the thread just says 1, 3, 2, 8. I feel like my idea for the puzzle was way cooler, personally, and also I would have solved it way earlier. Oh, okay. Don't do that, Maria. Oh my god, man. Oh, that's horrific. What is that? Is there something? Oh, Not even that threatening. What's with the over-dramatic music, lady? Maria jump scare part 12, actually. This time she approached. She approached. She hadn't really done that before. She would just appear and be staring longingly into James's soul. More acceptable than what she just did to me, where she walked up. I need her to stay a comfortable distance away, personally. Someone left the radio on. Same game, except starts playing like Hungry Like the Wolf anytime
I'm kind of tired.
you're in danger. Entering the hospital. You're in a sound.
It's just
I'm lost and I found. You're a long time after you. Never been lying. I twisted and fine.
so comfy.
I don't know the lyrics to that song. I'm making them up as I go.
For Laura, I'll be back as soon as I can.
And I will not be checking on you at all, a single time, actually. I feel like that is the most scared this game has had me so far. Which is kind of insane. Mannequin. I'm just not as scared of you things as I was in a remake. You don't scamper enough. You need to scamper more. If you had a little bit more oomph with your walk cycle, I'd be much more horrified of you. Next song, Invisible, MGS5 in it. You know, I don't know if that's fitting the vibe of Silent Hill 2. Well, I guess yeah, me personally, I think Hungry Like the Wolf is a much better fit for Silent Hill 2. I don't know about you, but that's definitely the one that I'm going for. Can't take Big Boss's personal AMV song. That's such a weird thing. Where, like, that song has literally no relation to anything Metal Gear Solid. And this was, like, at the front of the hospital before. Is one of these gonna be 1126? Hey! There it is, never mind. I forgive everything. Oh, man. Hold on. Can you imagine? Like, what if it's just the same thing? Suppose not. I was kind of like a fan of how the box looked in the remake, the way that it was moving my screen around. Louis, I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. Forever. Are there hidden numbers in this? Lou, eyes, ooey, ooey. Is that a French number? I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. What if it's just fours? Surely not. But it would be so nice if it was. What even was the original? Louis, I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. Destiny. Louis. 2 syllables. I'll take care of you forever. 8 syllables. It's my destiny. It's not a haiku. 285 does not qualify. one thing that I can say confidently that I learned from school. Take care of you forever. Visible came out 6 years after Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain came out, but we fans love to gaslight the clueless ones. It is insane. Like, the people that have never played Metal Gear Solid are convinced that that's like an actual song in the soundtrack. It's become like an unofficial song. I don't know how that happens. Oh, the day room is available now, I think. I didn't even bother turning around. It might not be. Lock is broken. You may not go to the day room. I'll just go to the top. You are not. You are not the top. I will have to take my own leave. The Metal Gear, do you see the Death Stranding trailer? Death Stranding 2? Seeing like the screenshots of that finally have me continuing the story on this looks. These areas are creepy in the original. It has some of the pitch black stuff in remake, but it's not as much. But I'm finally continuing the story of Death Stranding after like forever after seeing the screenshots. I have like 150 hours in Death Stranding, but it's all just like star collecting and building roads and stuff. It's a whole thing for me. It just hurts me to know that I'm gonna have to wait like half a year to be able to play Death Stranding 2 for that to come out. It's honestly kind of insane playing Death Stranding because like you'll be delivering stuff and that game, the tension that it builds just unexpectedly. I think this is something that not a lot of people really talked about with the release because they're like, oh, it stinks and the writing stinks and it's walking. Yeah, you know what? I love my first Strand type game. But like, you know, you get that peaceful feeling from the walking and the delivering and everything, and it feels fine. But then you hit like certain moments and the tension is so high that I get more scared than like whenever Maria jump scares me for the 32nd time. It's like a genuine like jump sometimes whenever the what's it called, the BB like switches directions whenever there's a BT nearby, and it's like, oh my god. And whenever you hear the noises. No one complains about American Truck Simulator or SnowRunner. To be fair, I think those are slightly nicher audiences than Kojima games by at least a hair. I think a little bit more people played Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding than American Truck Simulator. That's a funny thought, though. There's something on the floor. Is this a diary? May 9th, rain. Stared at the window all day, peaceful here, nothing to do, still not allowed to go outside. May 10th, still raining. Talked with the doctor a little. Would they have saved me if I didn't have a family to feed? I know I'm pathetic, weak, not everyone can be strong. May 11th, rain again. The meds made me feel sick today. If I'm only better when I'm drugged, then who am I anyway? May 12th, rain as usual. I don't want to cause any more trouble for anyone, but I'm a bother either way. Can it really be such a sin to run instead of fight? Some people may say so, but they don't have to live in my shoes. It may be selfish, but it's what I want. It's too hard like this, it's just too hard. May 13th, it's clear outside. The doctors told me I've been released, that I've got to go home. Diary ends here, there are more entries. No more entries. What is the diary doing up here? Well, someone must have found the pitch black roof encased by the curtains a relaxing spot for them. Is there anything else up here? Theater control room. No, there's not. I guess we'll go back. Door won't open. Something is holding it closed from the other side. It won't open no matter how hard I try. That's great. You know, before, that's where a certain, maybe not cylindrical shaped, cubic man, spherical head, a certain monster was out there. And I think maybe that's what I'm about to be doomed to face. Maybe I should just pull out the shotgun. I feel no shame in using a weapon of mass destruction against a man of his stature. It won't open no matter how hard I try. Hold on. I have a key. And I love my wife. I love my wife so much. I was afraid of BT until I found out that I can just walk straight into them and then spam a key to cut the umbilical cord. BT gameplay became very trivial and a great way to farm chiral crystal. I feel like I mess up anytime I try to cut the umbilical cord. And I end up just drowning in the BT anyway. Sometimes I like to screw around by sticking remote explosives on your cargo and just streak across BT territory. Oh my god. I just throw my little blood and piss and shit grenades like a normal person. You're taking pleasure in it, you little psychopath. Is this, am I supposed to break this? No? Maybe I'm supposed to... No? It was worth a shot. Oh my god, he's here, he's here. Oh. See you later, James. I guess I don't get to fight him. It still scared me. I knew it was coming and it still scared me. That's how you know the game is effective. Other times you like to screw around by sticking... Oh, I read that. Sing Freebird every time you streak across BT. Oh my god. Oh, where am I? Is this the crazy hospital? For crazy people? It looks like it. What is that? Oh, am I near death? Oh, that's insane. That actually does damage to you in this. My lights are still flickering. There we are. Falling down 20 stairs makes James a very hurt boy. If Joseph looks calm, he can be taken out of his cell. Well, let's see what Joseph looks like. Joseph! Am I Joseph? I don't like this. There's something written on the wall. Turn the numbers. Better not forget them, so I'll write them down here. The other one, my secret name. What? 6851. 6851. Hold on. Let me get a picture of that. 6851. I can't believe it doesn't show you. That's how we get out of the hospital then. I'm not a fan of the padded room. It does not make me feel comfortable or safe, actually. This will be a shocker to some. Now it is unlocked. Oh, okay, I'm not like in crazy hospital mode. I'm actually kind of surprised. That was S14. Okay. So we are actually about to make decent progress on this. Believe it or not. Yes. Nothing like a health drink to fix those fractures, true, or stabbing random syringe in the remake. Hey, James is a very trusting person. S11 is the door that I'm looking for. Who put a bed mattress in front of my room? A quick save on this. Hopefully that'll be like the limit of our Pyramid Head experience for a little while. James is just built different. He doesn't have to worry about it. I just pick up random needles off the street and shove them into my arm as well. I mean, if I lived in a town like Silent Hill, there wouldn't be anything to worry about. What? Oh, the key! Ugh. I still don't know what the bull key is about. Oh. Maybe I still need to use that. I used the purple bull key. There's nothing inside the box. No, I'm wrong. There are a few hairs inside. Well, that makes me comfortable. I got a piece of hair. Oh, it looks like you actually have more than you would expect on the top of your head, James. Is this what I'm combining with the hair here? Long brown hair. It was in that box. I'll make sure to take good care of it. Hair care is a top priority. Louis, I'll take care of you forever. It's my destiny. Well, I'm gonna be honest, that didn't answer. I never tried the shower room? Forgive me. Was this thing open earlier? Oh, it's the goo. What we have? There's something stuck in the drainage pipe. The hole is too small. I can't get my hand inside to reach. Maybe if I had a long, narrow tool of some kind. Well, you do have hair. I'll never be able to snare it like this. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's crazy that the hair actually is the answer. Some strong, reliable hair. Where was that before? I can imagine someone making a replica of the box as a gag. It would make for a good, like, haunted house piece for sure. Elevator key, elevator key. We've made it. But before we've made it too far, I'm gonna save because I'm a coward that screams and cries at the sight of danger. That is one strong hair. That's what things could be like if you stop trying to soften your hair. I've used the elevator key. Just let that stuff get disgusting. Yay! Elevator rides. Did this do anything for me? Where am I? Where's the second floor one go? I didn't like how much that was breathing in my ears. The ambience in this game is insane. It really is insane. It was really good in 1. I feel like 2's ambience kind of takes it to the next level of unpleasant. 2 is lame, actually. This is really lame. 1, it is. You get the experience of strange man breathing in your ear. The experience of strange man banging metal next to your head. The experience of strange man. I guess it's like Darth Vader, kinda. Sniffa Gaming? Alright. What does he smell? James seems like he showered before. Probably have to again after going through an area that looks like this. Let's go back to our nice, big, strong metal pipe. Only the best metal pipe. What's on the floor? Bullets. Don't even need them. I have so many. You cannot do anything to worry me. I guess I could unlock that door. There's a lot of stuff available. Laura. Nice and comfortable down there. No, she's just playing with the bear. I was being
Laura?
the hater for no reason.
Huh? You know my name?
Eddie told me.
Eddie told me.
I'm
Fat blabbermouth.
a
How do you know
prophet.
about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
I've never yelled at all.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already...
Dead. For 3 years.
I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go.
I don't think she's
We can
going
talk about
anywhere.
this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
I
Why
like
should I?
a lot of the voice acting in the game, but
Wait,
James,
wait.
I just
There's something I gotta get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I wanna go get it.
James is harder for me to get behind.
Yes!
Come on, hurry up.
I think like Maria is perfect for some of the discomfort and stuff and how surreal she feels.
Yeah, in the back.
Laura makes perfect, incredible sense for. Oh no.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
The genuine concern in James' voice. Hold on, I can forgive that.
What are you
I wonder how
doing?
many pairs of shoes James goes through. All those. Oh man. For those stomping and foot fatigue.
I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
What?
You see the little shoe bar on the bottom.
Right? Want me to open it? Huh? Huh? Do ya?
Kinda, just a little bit.
The magic word.
Laura?
Okay. I guess it won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
Oh
You
man,
snotty little brat! Open up!
I saw this in the trailer, and I thought there were two of them.
Laura?
You bastard!
There are two of them. You have to fight two at once? Oh man. With the reload, James, reload. Okay. At least, like, they are not as, intense as the ones in the remake. He's just stuck his feet up. There's three? I thought I was dreaming up the third one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, James. I think we switched to the handgun. Okay. Just go left to right. It costs nothing to reload. Okay. I can't believe that. At least it's not as hard as the remake fight. Oh man.
James.
Oh, this is freaky.
James.
Was I supposed to die then?
James.
No, no, no. That's right. Oh, it's so surreal. They got grass in my cell. Where am I? Oh, interesting. Okay. The garden this time. I imagine now we're in the, yeah, the garden's all locked off and stuff. The remake, did they give Laura an iPad? So true. And no attention span, and she can't stop shutting up about all those TikToks. Am I right? Shotgun shells. Oh. The fan looks a bit fleshed in. Not a fan of that. No, nothing intended, to be honest. That's horrible. Lock is broken, you're telling me. Okay, at least we get to keep our map, right? Take what we can get. Does this just go to the same spots? Yeah. I hate that you have to do this. It was like this in one as well, where like, oh, if you want to go out, you have to hit the open button. It adds to the realism. That's what I come to Silent Hill for. Is realism. I mean, I guess in a sense, but like, you know, I like to imagine that this is not real in the slightest. In no world do I ever want to imagine this being real. Perfect. Maybe I should use the handgun more often. What are you doing? What was that? Was that just random noises? I think they just do that sometimes. In the crazy places. I hope that's what that is anyway. Just random noises, unrelated. Oh, man. Uncalled for. Guess I can, reload. Still got 58 bullets in the gun, which is, or in the backlog, I guess. In the to-read list. Nice 58 bullets to explore. Where's this go? Day room and restroom. Hold on. No bathrooms allowed. Sorry, James. You'll have to go just directly into your pants. I hope that you do not mind. We've gone from there to there. Really all we need to try to do is clear out the upper floors. I'm sure they won't be too bad. Stuff is scary, even though like it can't hurt me. I'm too powerful. It doesn't. What is that? Is that to the left? It's everywhere. Are the nurses any different? Because these ones look different. Oh, I think this one only took 3 instead of 4. For one, so maybe at least slight differences. What is that? Is it behind me? The nurse, okay. I hate how they sound. It just grosses me out. Illegitimately, like, there's something about their sound design that scares me so much. Okay. That's not worth it. I don't know what's in that room, but it's not worth it. Random enemies. I'm not. There's probably something important in there, which is what sucks so hard. Some bullets for me. I guess I could. I'm still gaining bullets despite using the handgun like crazy. What is that? Is that just decor? I was locked up inside the basement's basement. It was so small and dark, and I was so afraid I dropped my precious ring, but I will never ever go back there. The basement's basement. Dry cell battery, basement storeroom key. I don't want to go down to the basement. The shoe durability bar, hate the knife durability and read too bad. Yeah, you start losing health and stamina without the shoes. James used feces as ammo? James, no. Please, James, do better than feces. I know you can. You don't need the feces. Oh, I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't let me in here. I'm kind of worried about this. I just recognize, I think, what this is supposed to be from. Oh, something that looks like a fridge. Will you open it? Yeah, I will. Heavy fridge. So good, the door is too heavy to open by myself, so I'll be back with Maria. The same... I feel like I've been here before. Ah, he drew the fridge on the map. Nice artwork, James. Where'd you learn how to draw like that? Preschool? I need to check that room. I hate to say it, but I kind of just have to. I'd rather stay safe and comfortable and... Where's the other one? There was another one in here, right? Was it only one? I let one little nurse scare me that much. Man. Is there anything else in here? No, James would be making hard, longing eye contact with it if he was. Seems to be a consistent feature of him. We can check the third floor and then head down to the basement. I know it wants me to go down to that basement so bad, so I'll wait until after I've cleared everything else out. Because I'm kind of scared of that basement. What is that? Okay. It's horrible whenever you can't see. I don't like all these women painted over the entire hallway. Where are you going? Yo, they're lost. I'll leave them be. Never mind. You didn't have to have it in this way. We had come to an agreement. We were at like a nice little standstill. You could have gone yours. I could have gone mine. None of that was necessary. Handgun bullets and an ampoule. Piece of paper on the bed, just some doodle. Something's written on it. She is an angel. No one knows. Only I can see the lady of the door. They cannot walk along her bridge of thread. They fall from the weight of their crimes. So true. I've been saying that for years. 4 years. Like bloated and ugly corpses. Their sins she devours. Like bloated and ugly corpses. Their sins she devours them. Sin and sinner alike she saves me. She is an angel. Okay. Locked. That's a door, okay. I was about to freak out. It's locked. Oh, wait. I see the hand. Can we just shake it? Put a nice little gun in there? Will she accept? do you feel about batteries, lady? Door's locked. Door's locked. Door's locked. This is a horrible, terrible hallway. You have the, like, picture of the Grim Reaper knocking on each door? That's what I feel like right now. What is that? Why is it breathing? There are empty medicine bottles here. Is this what Maria's taking? Is Maria sick now too? Oh, okay. There's that man, strange man breathing mixed with heartbeat. Okay. Locked. We don't have to do that immediately, right? There's still a... No, there's not. Really not. I did manage to hit every single room. I'm better at this than I thought. This mashing A as I run along a wall. Unbelievable technique from my end. Go ahead. Try to get away. Okay. We're good. We're completely fine. Okay, storeroom. Looks nice and fleshy and not real in here. I really like the environments in this game. Sometimes I think I like it more than the remake environments, but like the remake... Are you serious? There's another one right behind me. She's right behind me, isn't she? Where? Oh. Found. You know, I need to stop just using the gun for now. I'm about to be at like 30 rounds. I'm at 74. More than I've ever had. How is it possible? Okay. These ones still don't work. We got a nice little flesh pillar body bag thing. Is there no... Okay, nothing over here. Oh, the stairs, obviously. I didn't even think about checking them. No, this is the storeroom. How do I get to the stairs? It's across the area. Probably locked, right? I am shocked. Okay. This is a bigger chunk of game than I thought it would be. I thought I would just head down to the basement, and then that would kind of be it, but it seems like it's actually a lot. Lock is broken, okay. That kind of tracks with what I expected. I assume that elevator control room is just nothing. I was teased with it. You know, this is how you get it turned on. But there's no such thing. Oh, I bet the basement here is open. Yeah. What is that? Bug? No bug? Nothing? So what is that other area that it had me? What is it having James look at? Oh, the shelf here. Doesn't look like there's anything on it. Are you sure? There are handprints on the shelf. Move the shelf. Yeah. Yeah. Only good things can come from bloody shelves.
James.
Oh my god.
Mary? Oh, Maria.
Maria jump scare number 35.
I thought you were... Sorry. Anyway,
My bad.
I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me.
I mean, I'm not thrilled.
I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
The characterization of Maria
No,
is so different
Stay
between
with
the
me.
two.
Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me. So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
We've got to find her.
I really like how aggressive she is in this game, though.
You really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
I've never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
Oh, here we are. Shotgun shells. I feel like the more aggressive Maria would work really well in Remake as well. I wish that they went for it. Copper ring. Oh, is this for our lady? I can't talk to you, huh? Found in the basement of the hospital, it's engraved with a picture of a spider. Honestly, simpler than I expected for this. Hold on. My head was still... Is that just to look at Maria? Yeah. Okay. I've been using his head as a... Stop doing that. I don't like it when you squeal at me. It does not make me feel comfortable whatsoever, believe it or not. I cannot say that I'm a fan. Okay. We just have to go up. Go up and then I guess I can try the basement. Feed me, Seymour. Some nice skibbity toilet and little pet shop of horrors or whatever it's called. Little plant floral shop of horrors. I can't even remember what that movie's called. Was this? Yeah, okay. I do remember. Go ahead. Have your ring. The copper ring on the hand of the lady in the painting. It looks so detailed. Whenever it's zoomed in like that. Bit of the first floor, I think Oh, is this the...
Hi there, everybody! Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another exciting edition
I didn't understand this in the remake. I don't know what the point of it was.
Answer the question correctly.
I assume there'll be more to it here.
Prize, or fail to answer correctly and receive the punishment. It all depends on you.
Dr. Eggman.
Or should I say,
Kinda. Yeah, it's the vibe.
Is James. James Sunderland!
That's me!
Play trick or treat.
Yes!
Here's your first question. Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and teacup.
Okay.
Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement park that
I've
both
been there.
children and adults
As Harry.
love. The question is, what is the name of this amusement park? 1. Fantasyland. 2.
It's just Silent Hill Amusement Park.
3.
No, it's Lakeside.
Amusement Park.
So 3.
Quickly, on to question number 2.
Hey, give me time, give me time.
Witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back.
Uh-huh.
Brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe.
Wholesome, yes.
Smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally...
You're much more excited about this than the other guy. It's making me uncomfortable.
What a terrible tragedy.
I agree.
What a
Welcome, Koi. Up early enough to catch a Joe Bob shoe. It could be true.
What was the name of the murderer who committed this vile act? 1.
Walter.
Walter Sullivan.
I remember this.
Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Dane. Now for our third and final question.
I guess like I am streaming a lot earlier than before.
From there to Palevale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just
Oh, man.
one road, no more.
I have no
The third
idea.
and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road.
Bachman?
2. Rindell Street. 3. Nathan Avenue.
I'm about to eeny, meeny, miny,
Well,
mo.
that's our questions. Have you got it all figured out?
Flip a coin. Hold on.
Head to the showroom on the 3rd floor
2 is
to collect
heads,
your prizes.
3 is
But be
tails.
careful if you're wrong. Well then, everybody.
Flipping.
Thanks for tuning in. See you
We
in
got tails. It's 3.
Bye-bye.
313. Nathan Avenue. This feels like Danganronpa. I still have not played
What
those.
was that?
I've had them for 27 years. Longer than my entire lifespan. Yo, Maria, you're as knowledgeable as I am on it. Let me get a save real fast. I feel like I've earned it. With everything that I've been through. Let's go. Lock is broken. Oh. Never mind then. I guess I don't need to go through there. Is there anything? I could try the garden. Maybe the walls have pushed themselves. Oh, the day room. Yeah, no, the walls are still here. Day room it is. Wow. I think that was on the 2nd floor. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Speaking my language. To the fridge. Maria. It's essential that we grab bags of shredded cheese and consume by the handful. Something that looks like a fridge. Will you open it?
You can't open it?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Maria, give me a hand here.
Come on. You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
Man. I like that interaction a lot in the remake where James just kind of goes like, alright, and just keeps trying.
Not very cute, is it? Here, James. You take it.
Back to the 3rd floor. Thanks. No shredded cheese? There's nothing in the fridge. A hideous smell is coming from inside. Might have molded a little bit, but you didn't have to say it like that. It wasn't that bad. Bring. Oh, right next to. Nice hand to grip onto. Put the lettering on the hand of the lady in the painting. And we are home free. I think. Here's the... Oh. Get out of my way. There's a note on the ground. The handwriting is hard to read. I took the director's key. The one to the museum. I hid it behind the praying woman when I went out for the day trip. I picked it up, but I did not steal it. I'm not a criminal. This is from Laura. Lock is broken. Worth the shot. Lock is broken. Oh. Is this how we get to the prison in this? No historical society? Oh! See you later, Maria! What is that? He is so fast! There's a green thing on the wall.
Open up!
A little marathon runner pyramid head. Oh. Sorry, James. Second big loss. Oh, man. This little piano song still gets to me. And they leave that thing in the ambience for so long in the remake. Cutscenes are such a nice jump from the original Silent Hill 1. I like it a lot. Oh, they do leave this here too. Is this still the hospital? Or is this somewhere else? This looks like the... Imagine the prison anyway. But no prison cell actually. This is the hospital still. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Definitely still the hospital. Director's room. Old book here about the history of Silent Hill. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map, there's a letter and a wrench. Over by Cafe Texan. Letter, wrench. Rosewater Park. Silent Hill Historical Society. So we do go to the society. Not even gonna try to yell after her. Fair enough. Oh. It's back. I kind of don't want to miss anything. I kind of doubt that they have anything extra in here, but... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I found out how to do it. You can zoom in and out just by pressing X. I can't believe it's taken this long to figure out, like, any of that. Well, I'll try exam room 2 and then that'll be it. I think that's, literally all I can try anyway. Oh, the door doesn't exist. So I'm gonna mark that down as a, no-go. Small hunch. Hi, James. The hospital lobby key. Laura! Maria's dead. I couldn't protect her. And Laura has run off somewhere. Once again, I couldn't do anything to help. Mary, what should I do? Are you really waiting somewhere for me? Or is this your way of taking? I'm going to find Mary. It's the only thing I have left to hope for. I guess so. Where am I? So I need to go probably down, right? We could start at the park, I guess, or we could go down to Rendell. Rendell goes into park. Where does Rendell take you to? Saul Street. Rendell to Saul, and then that will get me to... Is that this way? Yes. How many enemies are going to be in here? Just nurses? Okay. I can handle that. Just run. There are a lot of enemies out here. I guess it's not too different from the original. Hello, Bob Joe Man. Welcome, Showbidium Man. Better call Saul when you see that pyramid head. You know, something tells me he's not going to show up to his appointed court date. But, you know, who am I to say? And I sure hope that no one would want to represent Pyramid Head. Well, I guess he is, like, given a judge, or not a judge. Maybe he'll try to represent himself. And then I'd have it in the bag. Welcome. We're like 2.5 hours into the stream. Completed the hospital in its entirety. It got demented and weird, and now instead of being demented and weird, it's dark and weird. Really such a nice difference, isn't it? What is this? Why are there big walls? Why is this inside? Oh, there was... Okay, the thing. So you're ready to go for 5 more hours? I don't even know if this game has 5 more hours in it, to be honest with you. But I woke up at 10 p.m. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's just a not real. Oh, okay, I hate this. Genuinely, like, terrifying part. There's two. There's two. Just let me out. Just let me out. Can't believe it. Okay. Just head up past Happy Burger onto Sandy Street. Ooh. Free stuff? I want to say that this RV had something. Yes, in the remake. Okay. It wanted you to come over here, I see. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. Who? So Neely's actually does end up being something. Oh, I bet that's probably Laura, huh? Okay, I guess we can head to Neely's first. Somebody left their ammo on the ground. How kind. Lots of it, too. Oh, man. I feel like I'm too easily startled in this game sometimes. Is that a dog? What was that? Are there different enemy types in this game? America, it's so true. Land of the free and the home of the laying ammo in the middle of the street. What else would you do with it? Well, even if they aren't here, they've left ammo here for me. Is there another entrance that I should be aware of? No, I don't think there is. Maybe Neely's isn't real after all. It's a huge shame it is. Was that a health drink? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm glad that the enemies that run faster than cars are gone. James can comfortably like outrun anything in his path. Okay. Lindsay. Go up here. It was a phone booth in Remake. I don't know if that's still the case. So what should I even be looking for here? In hot dog, horseshoes, and hand grenades? In Metro, they use ammo as currency? Plenty of it. Out in the world. Maybe they'd hide it in a trash can. Or a tree by chance? Ah, this area is so dark. Oh, just leave me be. I don't want to listen to any of that. It's horrible. Oh. Hey, there's a lot of blood here, okay. That might be a good hint. I'll kill the mannequin here and then assume that it'll be somewhere over here. Well, there's another one right there. Kind of doubt it's over here. Unfortunately. Well, there's a health drink. Maybe it's worth it after all. There's another phone booth. Yeah, but now I'm just like so far away. Can I get into the restaurant? What it wants me to do? Probably not. Now open. Is this the restaurant itself? Yeah, it's on the corner. Doesn't seem to matter too much here, unfortunately. I am being followed. Nothing makes me more comfortable than to know someone has my back. Like being followed. Oh. Here we are. Random house. X. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. Part of that abyss is in the old society. The key to the society is in the park, at the foot of the praying woman, inside of the ground, inside of a box. To open it, I need a wrench. My patient buried it there, I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth, I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the museum was sealed as well. Now no one dares to approach that place. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. James. It's who's writing these. Okay. Then I wonder if I need to go back down by Saul Street. Then it looks like there's a wall there. So then go up, but it feels odd that it would be like that. I'm just gonna run. Stay on the sidewalk. Don't want to be run over by bikes. Okay, yeah, this stuff is... At least that's open. Cat Street unimpeded. Bring back the unnaturally wide roads from Silent Hill 1. If they ever remake that game, I don't know, they could join the rest of the games, adding in segues and stuff. Yakuza 8, Final Fantasy 7, Rebirth, whatever. How far along am I? Not very. a real marathon runner in this game. Frequently. Okay, that's fine. The feet steps are so loud that it just ends up being scarier than what it has to be. Oh, yeah. Abyss, it's open this time. Perfect. Okay. Jack's in. I suppose so. Just take a right up here. Then really, it's just a straight line. Yeah. Straight line to the park. They need to like throw 27 of those things to even make it a problem for me. The only thing making me feel fear is the lack of visibility of literally anything, to be honest with you. And that part is working on me. Because some of this stuff sounds fleshy. Okay. Over here, I was trying to get through parking, which is a problem. Isn't this where I came through earlier? Oh, but they added context, I guess, to the woman. Which is pretty cool. Caution. Yup. I am full of extreme caution. Here we are. The ground is raised up. Will you dig? Yes. They added this to like Maria's story where she's like, oh, she was prosecuted. For being a witch and it's horrible and terrible. I like that extra context a lot. Fasten the lid, use this. Just in case you find it earlier. Old bronze key. Alright. Now, all we have to do, make the slow walk, more like a leisurely jog, over to the Silent Hill Historical Society. Wide roads sounds like normal American stuff to me. I suppose so, yeah. After being in Japan, that's one of the things that I noticed a lot. Is like, mainly, people are so much more willing to just walk in the road. And then secondly, the roads are like super thin and sidewalks just are sometimes part of the road. And somehow I guess it works out. Probably the whole less road traffic kind of thing. Some of those roads were freaky. Driving in Osaka seemed like a nightmare, like actually. Then Kyoto was like kind of so normal. It was like normal blocks and stuff. It almost felt familiar, which was weird. Osaka was trying to like solve world hunger to figure out where you needed to be to get where you needed to go. Historical Society by chance? I'm sure there's probably something secret out here, but I am not gonna be the person to try to find it. Quiet cocktails. Please, yes. Is this it? Thank you. What there's so many nurses at the Historical Society for? I feel no need to hang around. Motorhome, okay. I think I'm gonna wrap things up for today. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. So, I honestly could continue. The game is a lot of fun to me. But I don't think it would be wise. Are you sure? The eyes, show pity them, they're heavy. I need someone to hold the eyelids for me. keep him open, put a little medieval torture device on me where like my eyes are forced to water and dry up and shrivel into raisins or something. And I'd be better off for it. All right, no, my way. Anj, Anj. All right, no, my way, Anj. What are you saying? You might be in a worse state than I am, Jobidium. Let me read names. Thank you, Deceptions. Thank you, Hayo. Thank you, Ebok. Thank you, Poor Genius. Thank you, Koi. And thank you, Shobidium. You know what? I think it is over for me. I'm glad that I was... Wait, that sounds bad. I'm sorry about your end. Not... I'm glad that I was able to purchase, but like in a pleasureful way. There's probably only one more stream this week, tomorrow. Next week, I'm going to come back with a multi-stream plan. So I will stream both to YouTube and to Twitch, I think. I think it would be fun to try some Twitch stuff. Also, it's been a lot of fun. I'm going to wrap up as quick as possible. I got black bean soup to check on and also sleep to indulge myself in. I will talk to you all probably tomorrow. Goodbye.